love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving.
Okay, let's try this. That is not the island I was going for. Oh, there. Okay, now I know where I'm going. Yeah, the microphone is off. It's evening. I'm not usually supposed to be streaming this late, but we do have a bit of a tutorial to get through. So, got my family in the background. So, this is going to be a mainly. I'm not going to be talking this much, in other words. So, let's see what we can do. Can we hear the game audio? Can we hear game audio at all? Or is it just me? If there's no game audio, then I'm going to have to restart. Let's see. Superhero. Yep, no game audio. All right, we're going to restart. So let's see. All right, well, it's 4th of July. Hope everyone's having a good day. Get some fireworks in, and do some other stuff. Chris Carnage is here. Hey, Black Wolf and Kitty, thank you so much for coming back. Um, hey, Skuldron, Diego Martinez. Let's see who else we got. We got, yeah, that covers everybody so far. All right, okay, so time to restart. I don't know why this keeps happening, but this is the only thing that fixes it. Happy New Year. Okay. Well, I hope there's been no updates recently. Yeah, we already got our celebration on the 1st, didn't we? Go Canada. We the North. The North remembers. Okay, so how many of you are on Twitch and how many are in TikTok? All right, can we hear any game audio yet? Okay, why can't I hear? Game. It says game audio is fine, but we got nothing. What the heck? Okay, let me see if we can fix this. My Elgato's being weird again. All right, that should bring it back up. Any game audio? Let's see. No game audio. What the hell, man? Alright, let's try this again. It did this yesterday, and I had no audio for one of my tutorials. That was very sad. I guess happy 4th of July to me. But how was that for a nice intro with the helicopter? Of course, it was a silent intro. Needed some music going. Let me see if we can actually get some music. Okay. Diablo 4 is free. Excellent. I don't have much time for Diablo. The constant grind for Diablo kind of wore me out. Played for a couple of weeks and that was done. It's the grind. Seriously, it's the grind. Hey, Rooster, what's up? All right, press the start. Let's move forward. I don't hear any audio at all. I didn't even hear audio. Okay, there we go. I can hear something. Elgato. Okay. So it's actually coming through, but I'm not hearing it. Create a code. Where's the keel? Okay, Elgato. Come on, be nice to me. Let me check the settings again. Enable audio if supported. And nope, not what we want. Still not hearing it. Oh, that's not cool. I'm not hearing the output and streaming issues. Ain't it fun when you're always on the run? Okay, let me try one more thing. There's my cable. And we're not back. Dang it. No, heck with it. So nothing. All right. I guess we're just gonna go build. I need some music, some building music. So much for a quick 1-hour tutorial here. I want to get a little bit further with the boat. I know some of you guys are chilling out, and some of you guys can actually watch later. So not a bad trade-off. There we go. Should be a decent volume. Oh, I forgot to hit play. Buy in the sandbox. Oh crap! I forgot to check the shop. See if something. See if anything new is there. My daughter's here lamenting the fact that Titanic is so long. It's 3 hours. Okay, I guess we're going to get back into it without the sound, which kind of really sucks. Now, let me get my screen set up so that we can do this properly. Projector, source projector. I really wish we had sound. Maybe I just need to do like a complete restart of the system. That tends to do it sometimes. Alright, just do a quick beachside. Beachside Boulevard. Is that right in the center? Is that right there? Oh, actually, no, it isn't. Huh. What is the center of this? No. Oh. Well, I guess this will be a 12. Alright, works for me. And stairs. I wonder if these would actually play better. I do like those better. The glass stairs are a little too much for me. So Beachside Boulevard to the rescue. If you have your glass stairs, knock yourself out. But these don't look very nautical. Wonder if these would give me the extra nudge. Nope, they don't. There we go. And now this can come all the way back here. Oh, wait a minute. That's not right. We're going to be losing a little bit here. So we actually need to be 1 over. 2 over. Because the railings on top are not same as below. How many of you guys are actually doing a build along? That's what I'm wondering. Like, how many yachts are we going to see popping up? Because that would be interesting to see. The whole fleet of yachts popping up all of a sudden. But we'll know where they come from. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's 1. That is not going to be good. Alright, you. And you. Unplug the cables. Yeah, I just did all that. I may actually have to restart the computer in order to get anything proper happening. Son of a... What? Oh. No. No, 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 no. What happened? What happened? What happened? Why are you so... Really? Because I am so high on there. I'm way too high. Holy crap. Alright. I thought everything was all lined up. I didn't even check. Let's move from the back and let's go forward, shall we? Huh. Okay. Then that happened. Nah, stop it. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to redo quite a bit up to the front. So if you followed any of what I did, yeah, I kind of screwed up again. Man, alright, you need to be perfect. At least one of us can be. Now let's go. We can get this all back here. Take it all the way over. I gotta say, it's been a busy week. You can see how busy it is, because I haven't touched this boat since the last tutorial. I meant to get the other side finished up, but it is what it is. Go to Hawaii. Needs more than a week. Hawaii might. I definitely do not recommend going any more than a week if you're going to Vegas, however. Vegas is its own thing. I'm sure we are all very well aware. Alright, so this looks like it's a step up. We can do this. We're going to take a step up. Solutions, magical solutions for everybody. And to close off that bump. So we should be able to match it up on both sides now. We've taken that bump away. Superhero Academy. This lack of music is driving me, of sound is driving me crazy. Can't hear the click. But I don't want to stop now. Don't stop me now. Yes, I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. See, I'll just sing for you guys. See, there you go. I made steps up. Perfect. Yeah, yeah, go. Yes, Cauldron. We were thinking along the same wavelengths. Wicked. Alright, so I did mess this up though. So I still gotta fix that. Yep, 100%. So we gotta take that away so we can add stuff to it. Alright. There, we've put things right with the world. Now what I should do is go ahead to the other side and make sure it matches. So that, you know, do it now rather than later. Because later is when mistakes happen. What do we do? We did that. And then one on top. And then cover the half. Well, that's too far back. Way too far back. Let's try again. And now that should be right over the door. right over the door. So I should be able to take this all the way down. Remember to do both sides at the same time if you can. Prevents unnecessary mistakes. You know, kind of like the few dozen or so that I've made. One heck of a tutorial. Alright, let's see. I've got... ruler. Psh, who needs a ruler? I need a ruler. Oh, dang it. Now, what did I do differently here? And why? Okay, so that came up too. So I was right about that. Whoa. Holy lag. Okay, did you guys just see that? That was a huge lag spike. Alright. When do fireworks start? Like I know we had a huge fireworks here in Toronto. I know I missed them, even though my wife was trying to get me to come and watch them. But I'm sure the U.S. is going to have lots of fireworks happening tonight because that's what you guys do. You guys are known for your fireworks. Time of the year for lots of injuries. Not to be macabre, but it's true. Fireworks injuries spike around holidays. Here we go. We got that. Then we have this coming down. And we got another lag spike. I just walked into midair. Oh, this ship is going to be moving. 100%. Why would you assume this is not going to move? We have the SS Complexity over here. This is the completed one. So, believe me, it moves. Shall we take her for a ride? I'm going to have to move it out of complexity to put on the engine, the Chaos engine. But I think it will be worth it. Let's take her for a ride. Why am I doing that? You. Okay. Forward. Okay, that's finally going. Come on, forward. Okay, the engines are not behaving properly. they're firing like 5 seconds later. I should not be doing this during a lag spike. Well, I know about ship shattering. Now, Long Tom had his Queen Anne shatter about after a week after completing it, and that was not good. But so far, my Black Pearl is still in, well, generally one piece with a few floating pieces here and there, but I think they've managed to fix some of the complexity issues around most of that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just moving it out of the complexity zone. One of the things about having a ship this big, and it's in complexity right now, is that you can move it about, say, 20 to 40 meters out of that complexity, and you can build again. So this is what I'm going to do right now, and I'm going to add on what I call the Chaos Engine. You may be thinking of the same thing. I call it the Chaos Engine because it's just so bleeding chaotic. It's not funny. Tricky thing about this is that you need to see it, but it works really well on the boats. There we go. That's all we need. Now we just need to get this ship lined up properly so it's not going to run aground completely. No, I have a Black Pearl. I made the Black Pearl. Last year in July, we built a Black Pearl on strings. Spent 2 weeks building it. We call this ship the SS Complexity, or the Sweet Caroline. Come on. Chaos Engine, activate. This thing is a bit of a terror. Come on. Work with me. It's not even turning anymore. All right, let's get back to building. This it's not exactly behaving itself right now. And I'm going to spend the next 15 minutes doing this, trying to maneuver the boat into place with that wheel doing its thing. Yeah, I would love to be able to get it going real fast. Okay, come on. We can do it. Yep, here we go. Yeah, that's going to run aground. But it's moving it forward. It's one of the best things for a boat this big. Let's get off that for 1 second. There we go. She's a moving. Now, let me save the boat before it runs aground. And it will. Because chaos has no chill. So that's enough. Alright. SS complexity. Now, this is not exactly what we're building over here. We're building the SS not complexity. See, the wheel is going crazy. I mean, it's one of the reasons I do call it the Chaos Engine, because it's got so much going on. Oh, may you have the honor of being part of the Scurvy crew? Of course, you were born scurvy. So, yar. Oh my god. Can we get Paquito Rodriguez out of here? Do not listen to that dude, please. Man, why do you always keep coming back? This is a pain in the butt. Alright, okay. So, we were looking at the front. We got stairs on now. Although, there is a question about if the stairs are in the right place, but let's... You're blocked? What do you mean you're blocked, Aunt Kitty? You know, I should really go and take a look at the old pirate village. We did this whole pirate village. Me, Mr. Black, and Legion, my friend Legion, not Legion 17. We did this whole pirate village last year, and Kitty was around for that. And it was around the Pirates of the Caribbean launch. So we had a fair amount of really cool stuff happening for that. That was a good time. Seriously good time. You know what? Let's not oversimplify. Let's make it work, shall we? 1, 2, 3. And then we got a step. Oh, hold on. I don't even need that. All I need is this. All I need is love. Na 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 na. All I need is love. Love. It's a tripping hazard, but not real dudes. We're just Lego feet. Less Lego people. No Lego feet. All right. We enter. Oh. Clean up. You could, you know, one of the things you could do is actually completely compartmentalize this. We were talking about this last time. And how you can just make your own walls and stuff. This is first order. So we can actually make some rooms in here instead of a nice big party room. Depends on what your yacht is going to be used for. So, like, you could do something like this, for instance. And just have this completely separate. Got to figure out your whole door situation. But that comes down. And then you can try to figure out what's going to happen over here. Because I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Woof. Let me see. What can happen over here? So we got that right there. Let's say we're going to take some walls. So let's bring some steps down. This is a 6 by 6 step. I need 8. Here we go. 8 step. So that's the right width. I'm not saying you have to do this. I'm just saying this is one of the things you could do. Remember that? So don't quote me on anything. You want these to be a little bit more open. So let's say you get one of these guys here. Pop him here, over here, over there. Nope. What's wrong with you? Oh, I'm in the way. Duh. There we go. And bring this over to no too long, way too long. So what do we have here? It's a big one. All right, if we find a corner. All right, so the corners are, where are the corners? This is a rounded corner. So you could have that right there, and this then translates over to more walls. Or you can do something like a half wall. See, half wall there. You can have like your whole area back here, whatever, man. It's just wherever you need. I will continue to explore that in a little bit. Let's look at the rest of the structure and get that sorted out. So we're going to fill in this so that we can continue with the rest of the bridge, the balloon area over here, and then some of the upper rooms. So yeah, let's get some floors down. Since this is on the inside, you're not going to be going anywhere near the this is not going to be actually hitting anything, so you can actually use some bigger pieces here. I tend to use the bigger pieces when it's an area that is most likely going to be hit by anything that can actually tear the ship apart. So smaller pieces are good for that. So exterior pieces, smaller pieces all the way. Interior pieces, you have a little bit more latitude. Great. Now I want to go see my pirate ship. All right, we're gonna finish this around. We're gonna go for another half an hour on this, and then we're gonna go over to the pirate island because I'm feeling a little piratical. Yarr. Who wants to go on a pirate adventure? We had boat races and everything, man. Those are some excellent boat races. Mr. Black did this awesome build. He did oh my god, there was this replica of Miss Swan's house from The Curse of the Black Pearl. So she gets kidnapped from her house by the pirates, and he went and did this as a replica. That was as close as he could get at the time. Incredible. We actually did a video on it, release that on the channel, so you can actually go check that out anytime you want. Right. Yes, and Kitty won a race, even with us cheating and everything. I mean, man, we played dirty. I was surprised to see how dirty Kaboom played. Kaboom of all people. He got massively piratical. It was brilliant to see. Okay, so we're coming over to our next area now. Now, if you wanted, you could actually have like a two floor area there, but you don't. We're gonna. This is a bridge, so we can get the bridge set up. And lag. Holy lag spike. I am not liking today. Okay, I think we should be okay now. Let's see if we can get a back wall here. Just a plain back wall. Side wall. All right. 1, 2. All right, so you... No, hold on, hold on. This is coming down, so you should be a wall right there. So let's get this set up. There. That should be it. Then this. Take care of you. Move you in. Okay, this is 8 in. There's some stairs. Okay, stairs up. There we go. And then we're going to go over to the other side immediately and take care of the same thing over there. Immediately. So we're going to fix that up. May have some regrets about that later, but this is going to take us upstairs. On a bigger ship, you can actually have stairs that come take you up and down so that you can approach it from both sides, but this is not that size of a ship. So, do the other side. And then we have this right here. Set this here. All right, here we go. And Kitty did not cheat. Now, kaboom. When we said it was a pirate race, we meant it. And I started to actually shoot cannons at them. Kaboom stole somebody's ship. Believe it or not. He immediately stole someone's ship. So he got into the whole bloodthirsty side of things. And from then on, it was like this blood match where people were just killing each other, stealing their boats. No rules were left on the table. It was a bloody good time. We should do it again. Just it's going to require a bit of setup. Oh no! Okay, you need to come forward. Let's need some space for you to work. Do we used to sing. Sha la 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 da 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 la di da. You're my brown-eyed girl. Here we go. Now, why is that song in my head? Oh, okay. We're singing it at the barbecue bonfire. Dum, 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 dum. Do you remember when? This actually makes a nice little bathroom right here. Huh. Gotta do that. Definitely gotta do that. Huh. Bathroom or storage closet of some kind. Now, why are you off? Oh. Oh. Okay then. Let's do this again, shall we? This is the part where I screw up. And then go ahead and fix things. So I didn't follow the same plan. My own fault. Huh. To the edge. Oh, really? So you're supposed to come to the edge? Flush to that. Yep. There we go. Measure once, cut a lot of times. Blah, blah, blah. Lots of blah, blah, blah. All right. So there we go. Now, this can definitely be split into 2 rooms. Welcome, Red Benton. You want another race? All right, let's see. Okay, so we're taking the steps up. Steps up, and where did the steps go? Onto the deck. Huh. So we need 2 sides of a deck here. We need 8.5. Oop, that's too big. Try another one. Try this one. So it should be good to go. Get an 8 right there, and then get another one of these right there outside the walls. And this should actually head over to the main bedroom, while this one should head over to, alright, this will actually come in right now and totally line up with this. Nope, it did not totally line up with that. But the whole idea here, that this back piece is Huh. Oop, there's my leg. Up. Then the hot tub is over here. If we even have a hot tub on this boat. Do we deserve a hot tub? I don't know. Wow. All right. One space over, and then one over. So walkway. Walk with me. One, two. All right. So see, we're kind of building the shape here. We got the glass down below. Then we have the main cabin up here, which is the crew quarters. Not crew quarters, but you know. Actually, the captain probably should have his quarters somewhere there. So I got to figure that one out. And that was a problem that I forgot about. That everything came up 2 spaces. Oh dear. Those steps. Traitorous steps. Alright. I guess we're just doing the back of the boat. We'll figure the rest of this out later. Whoa. One of my computers just went to sleep. It's been that long since I've looked at it. It got bored and left me. Alright, and what are we doing? So we got the back deck. So this needs to be the back deck. All back deck over here. You can choose to have your private bedroom back here, or you can do something fun with it and actually put like a jacuzzi in the back, which is, you know, completely optional. Round off the edges. There we go. And then of course you have to bring up the sides, so time to get these guys back into shape again. We'll see what rooms we can put there. But there's going to be a center room, which is only for balloons. Let's raise these guys up. These are in wall pieces. So this one goes right here. Come on, behave yourself. Behave yourself. Seriously, dude? Okay, it's gonna be that way. we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to put it right about here. Then we're going to take this and we're going to put it right about there. Turn it upside down. And that should do it. I don't like building when there's this much lag. I really, really don't. Swing your pickaxe around and everything is suddenly in pieces. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation. No breathing. Alright. So we can go ahead with number 2 now. It's much easier to place these guys. So once that is placed, it just needs a centerpiece. So you can pop yourself in here. And then you can bring yourself right there. See, it's really the placement of the first one that is the most trouble. Everything else just lines right up. It says howdy. This is where it's going to get a little tricky. Hey, Shadensfell, what's up? This boat really is too wide. Man, it's going to be... Let's just take a quick look so we can appreciate what we've done. It's so wide. So wide. This is definitely a boat that sticks around the harbor and doesn't really go anywhere. Oh, no. Come on. Don't lag on me. Don't lag on me. Yep. Nothing but lag. So this is like the party boat that just goes out for a very slow crawl. In order to make this boat make any sense, I would have to make it like at least twice the length of it. And since that's not happening because the first one is already causing complexity issues, we're just gonna go with it. So, like I said, make your boat at least one fewer 16 block. So you should never be this wide. Word to the wise. Oh, it's actually kind of nice in here. That could be the party room. Still wondering what these rooms could be. Like you can have you guys, the survival guys, will probably use it for like armory and and other stuff, kitchen stuff. But kitchen is supposed to be downstairs, which I'm supposed to be building as well. So let me take a quick look at that. I did say we were going to build out whatchamacallit, the kitchen, the galley. So let's get some lighting in here. Let's get set up for that because the galley is actually kind of fun. All right, yeah. All right, what we're gonna do here? We're gonna put down some lights. We're gonna get some lights. Is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get some lights. I love these lights. How moody and atmospheric they are, but they don't really have a lot of spread. But you can't beat them for mood. All right, are you line there. Perfect. So 16. Let's get rid of this, shall we? Ah, right. I forgot about you. You need to be curved in the corner there, so that you cannot be. So I didn't get that right. That's for sure. It's a careful process. It needs to be vetted out properly. One. All right, now this should be aligned much better because this is a 12 now. So we need a 4, 4. Yep. All right, now we go. Oh, wait a minute. Do these dip down under? They do dip down under. So the center actually is gonna be kind of important. All right, let's get side to side. And we can figure the rest of it out. Do you remember when we used to sing? All right. So that's going to be a door right there. Was it a corridor? That's a corridor. So that's fine. But these are definitely walls. So let's get those sorted out. You? Oh no. I did a bad thing. There we go. Curved corners might not work for those guys. Sure, they look pretty, but let's see what we can do. Oh, pneumatic. What's that? What's happening? Haven't seen you around for a while. Uh, yeah, sorry about that. I just kind of slapped things together this evening. Did not pay attention to the categories, so my bad. My very, very bad. It's all slapdash. So I'm guilty of causing chaos. Rather, guilty of spreading chaos. I'm addicted to chaos. Chaos. Alright, and this door needs to be a little bit short. So this is going to be a door. But it's not a door. When it's a door, not a door, when it's a jar. We're going to do a bit of a porthole type thing situation. It's almost 9:30. Wow. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 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 no. And there we go again. Now the best thing about those lights though is that you can place them on the bottoms of floors and they don't shine through from when you're above them. They keep the light focused, which is something that we've been asking for a while. And I wish they would do it for all lights. Okay, my wife is making popcorn, so there's going to be a little bit of noise. Dang it. There we go. Nice rounded corners. So coming to the galley, you get a pass through. So, you know, I was actually looking at one of the pirate ships in the Lego store the other day, and looking at the bottom of it, I was reminded quite well of just why it's so important to have space underneath your floors. Because even though we have space underneath our floors here and everything, this is probably still going to go in the water. And it's still one of those additional things that you gotta figure out. Like, how far down do we need to go? Here we are, but let's take a look here, shall we? Alright. Alright, so you need to be... Are you in a position that you can just... Not... Yes, you are. Perfect. Perfect. Good. Pass through all the way. Oh, crap. I forgot about the floor. Oops. Do it again. Okay. Then over here is the rest of the galley. So we got to get... 8th floor down. And then that's going to be a little bit tricky. Let's bring it in, shall we? Let's get a 4. We lost 2. So here we go. 2. And that one doesn't work anymore. Nope, that is not going to work anymore either. And neither that one, because of the rounded corners. So take a couple hits for those. I'm going to go for style. And yes, nomadic, we are building an what should we call it? A yacht just for you. This is the second one. This is the SS. I hope it doesn't hit complexity, because you know, of course, it will. But I'm gonna try my darndest to make sure it does not. I may have screwed this up. Yep, sure did. That's okay. That's okay. You just roll with it. No mistakes, just happy little trees. Yes, I know what I said. I mean every word of it. Happy little trees. You can probably make a little step here. Oh, that's not lined up. Dang it. I want it to be lined up. Need to be lined up. Go right through here. Captain's orders. All right. So now that's a pain in the butt. All right. So we go right through, all the way through. And then it can come all the way through here. All right. Hey, Jonathan. What are you? Why are you yelling? I'm about to answer you. You know what? Get out of here. I don't care. Go away. And Kitty, if you can ban him, I would. I would like that. I would like that a lot. Rudeness. My God. All right. So let's see if we can get these. Put these lights back up. And I'm serious about banning him. Just ban him. I don't. I don't have time for rudeness. Time or patience for it. All right. So we got. I think I chose the biggest lights. These look huge. Let me just make sure that I'm not using the biggest lights. We're building a dungeon for kids named Jonathan. Now, here's the reason I like to use these lights. Because you see those nice little spots there? They may not be the brightest, but it's a heck of a lot of mood. Great mood lighting all the way around. You can walk in and out of the spotlights. So when you're in the depths of the ship, for instance, you really feel, get the machinery and everything going. You can feel like you're in the depths of the ship. Another one over here. I'm all for mood. What can I say? Oh, we need a light over here. 100%. Oh boy, you can't do it there. Let's put a hole in the floor. In order to do it here. So, gotta figure that out. Alright, we got those lights. Nice. See, this is what I was meaning about the lights down below. You can put them, and they no longer spread upward. It's all focused on a certain area. So up here, it's not like lit up like it normally would be. You know, you place one of the old lights, like flipping lantern, and it will light up everything within like 20 yards. Oh, they've they've dimmed it. I wonder if they're actually. Do we have shadows? We have shadows. If the lights are more directional now, and they're like doing recursive code. Okay, back here. Where's this light coming from, huh? That's coming from there. Perfect. But, remember, candles used to be like one of the biggest issues. Candle. The little candles. Use it for everything. Yeah, it still has some bleed through, so we've not quite figured it out yet, but at least we're getting there. All right, let's take a look at what we have done today. We've built up to the second floor, filled in here, the back stairs. We have the next set of steps going upward, almost hidden behind here. These go up to the next section. Then we have the bridge area we started, and we filled in the start of the galley. So let's just finish this off with a little bit of bathroom humor, shall we? Yes, I said it, bathroom humor. What am I talking about? You wish that you didn't know. Ha ha ha. I have no idea. I'm just making stuff up. So let's get a toilet in here. I'm just saying random things at this point. Alright. Floor toilet. Can we actually get under there? Toilet. Seriously? No way. That's insane. I wasn't meaning to do that, but alright. We've got the curve working against us. Alright, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's put something that actually goes back inward a little bit. We're going to put the sink here instead. And then we're going to put the toilet right next to it. So that I could possibly put a wall back there. There will not be a shower here, but your guests need a place to have a shower. Now, these could actually be rooms here, or a bar. Room or bar, room or bar. Choices, choices. Oh, my camera's dark because my wife turned off the lights. And I haven't turned mine on. See, I can't see myself right now. Alright, let's go take an adventure, shall we? A piratical adventure. I'm going to take a nice wide look at the boat here. The next part will continue later. Right now we are going to take a quick look at what we did last summer. This is the patrol boat. I just threw that together. It goes at decent speed. And this helicopter is a brand new one I made here. This tutorial will be coming out tomorrow, as soon as I get the last bit of the voiceover all done. But it's not just turning on balloons or anything. You actually have to learn how to fly to do this. So you actually have your upward thrust, and then you can control the forward thrust, but you can also control your tail. So if you know, it tilts forward, so you can control your tail section so it tilts down. So you can, just control your movements there. So it's definitely more like piloting. Rotors are used to turn, although when you turn, it does get a little wonky. We can do some sick stunts if you want. If you're so inclined, of course. Right, now I'm going to turn this thing back around. The camera doesn't know what the heck to do with this, so most of the times it is terrible to do anything. You stop that. When I say that you gotta learn to fly, I mean me. I have to learn how to fly. All right. So you keep that nose, that tail up. Nose up. And you can pretty much land it anywhere that you need to. Just have to have control over your thrusters at all times. Or you will be doing some six stunts. All right, you take it back to land. So that I can go. We're going to take a trip over to the Pirate Island, which is not in this server. It's a whole other server. All right, and let's land over here. We of course have backward thrusters, and that back thruster also works to get it landed. So there you go, little preview of what's to come. All right, let's go back to the lobby. Hopefully we can get some of the sound working. Yeah, Shadows. I actually built the first of these for Shaddensville. I hope you're having fun flying it. I actually did a lot more tweaking, as you can see. Pirate adventure. There we go. Now, Mr. Black built a significant portion of this world. He built the blacksmith. He built the the Turner House, the governor's mansion, and a couple of the other forts around. We worked on the Port Royal fort together, and then a couple of the main houses and buildings in the town. So we had a bit of fun with Tia Dama's house. That was actually a job between three of us, where we each went in at a different stage. So I think Legion started the house, then Mr. Black came in and tore pieces off and built in other pieces, and I came in and then tore off other pieces and used a complete different set. So it's like this shack that just became a shack due to repairs that had to be made. So you're gonna see that in a second. I just forgot exactly where I left this place. Okay, where the heck are we? Oh, okay, I remember now. We were by one of the forts that Mr. Black made. He actually made this gorilla island, monster gorilla, for one of the quests. So let's go see the rest of it, shall we? I think there's a ship across. This is the mini Pirates Rock. Oh, thank you, Benton. Oh, to the Elizabeth Swan house? Sure. Let's do that. Let me just have a quick look over here. It's been a while since I've been in this world. We got cages hanging from ropes and stuff. So, like, we've built all these little mini quests. So it isn't just a boat race. It's a treasure quest. You got to go and find bits of treasure. This is Port Royal. Man, did quite a bit of work there. Jeez. That's the fort. Then here's one of the fishing port. Then into the main town. We have the warehouses. We've got an inn over here. 2 mercantile stores. And then over here is the docks, you know, loading docks, the warehouses, burn pit for all the tools, the tea company, another crane, of course, warehouses, and then there's, like, you know, storage. Then of course the little houses for the workers. You got your lighthouse that was built by Fearless. Good job there. And then of course this is the boat building area. So we're in the middle of building another ship. And then of course this is the dark side of town. This is a house of ill repute. Mr. Black built this one. He's trying to get it as dark as possible, as seedy as possible. So it's a real shack. Get the beds in the front, drinking in the back. Like I said, house of ill repute. Little shack over there, and where is the pearl? Another warehouse here, of course. This is my pig farm. We got farms, of course, to support the town. The main market square. There's some jails down below. For those who know, So if you are actually familiar with any port towns in the Caribbean, then this should ring a bit of a bell. You'll know what was stored there. This church, and then the blacksmith. And Mr. Black actually spent a lot of time in here trying to get this as close in appearance to the Pirates of the Caribbean, including the placement of the pit and everything. And we even have a donkey. So this was especially fun. This was before we had swivels. Otherwise, I'd completely put a swivel in there. We can even jump up into the rafters and have an epic sword fight. Then, of course, the Swan House, the mansion. And of course, the spires had to appear right above the mansion. Go figure. This house is, of course, in high complexity. It kind of lives there. But he's got tables in the back. And there's some chests in there. If you open up one of the chests, you will find poop. Guaranteed. But this is the Swan House. Let's have a look. His model is close to the house in the movie as possible. So we know there's downstairs. It goes all the way up. Beautiful ceilings for Mr. Black. Got a dining room over here, nice and fancy. Got all the books and everything. Back here is a kitchen. Everything is well lit with, of course, candles. Ignore the fridge. This is the governor's study. Then, of course, you go upstairs to the bedrooms. This is the servants' quarters over here. So, but this main room over here is the governor. This is the governor's bed. I think so. Or is this Elizabeth Swan's? I forget. Okay, this is the governor's. That's the governor's. Elizabeth Swan's room is over here. Where's the closet? Oh no, that was Elizabeth Swan's room. This is the governor's room. So like I said, a lot of work's gone into this. We did have the servants' quarters upstairs, up in the attic. They have their own living area, rest area, and everything. Own hierarchy. Right, and then of course, there's the Black Pearl, and it's night. So everyone's turned to skeletons. Now, if I remember, I did park the Pearl off the shore, right by the spires. There, where she blows. What is this? Is this it? No. There she blows. Welcome, Christopher Carnage. Welcome to the Black Pearl. She sails the seven seas. The seven seas of complexity. We got cannons. Our old school cannons, you know, before they actually gave us the big cannons. I decided those things were too ugly and kept my custom built cannons instead. A few repairs probably need to be made here and there, but this was as really close to the movie build as possible. I think we got really close. Can we add a light down here, or should I put it on a light? I'm gonna add a light. Why not? Lanterns. There we go. You gotta be careful. We replaced, you know, all of our floors and everything. And all our thrusters are back there. So you can't get past that chest unless you actually break it. But give you an idea of what the back of the ship is like. We used to have more thrusters here, but this was built on land and then transferred. So there is a fair amount of ship that's underwater. More than not half the ship, about a third of the ship actually goes underwater when you get everything ready to go. And this was actually before we had access to proper black. So we were using the Durburger pieces all the way through for this build. So imagine that. Well, come on down, Chris Carnage. We'll have a place for you. You can swab the deck. Of course, back here we have the captain's room and his dining room because you know he loves his food. Got his bed over here, which is now in a I don't know what's even down there, but wash tub and everything. Got all the custom windows all made. If you've seen Haskins' boat, then you have a fairly good idea of what you can do here. Haskins, of course, built his boat this year. We had ours going last June, so I was among one of the first to get the boats up. But here's the pearl. Let's get a nice wide look. Thank you, Gustav. It's really cool. It was actually really good to get that at night. The way it loomed out of the mist. That was cool. Oh my god, I just realized something. We actually built this before we got any of the proper props, so we never got the chance to put on a pirate flag. I just completely realized that. Where are the flags? Are they under statues? We never ever got the chance. There she blows. One flag. Let's get another. Nah, kind of sacrilege. But we can put one up here. So no detail was left to chance. And we worked with what we had. Darkest of woods. And with the right dimensions and everything to get it proper. I'm wondering what the official Lego one is going to look like. They did a black pearl a couple years ago, and it was not good. It really wasn't very good at all. Hey, Real P Mox. Oh well, we usually stream in the morning, but I already had my morning stream, and we had a boat tutorial to do. So this is why I'm streaming this evening. Here, check this out. Ah, this is supposed to be our galley and our brig, but never got a chance to do that because we hit complexity, of course. All right, I think that is enough of the tour. Oh my gosh, I wish we could see Tiadama's place. Hold on, my wife is texting me. Oh, what are we gonna take? Oh, we have a picnic to go to tomorrow, so we gotta figure out some food. But let me just take you over to Tiadama. This build is a year old, and I'm surprised it's still in one piece. So I was thinking of redoing it with the Lego instructions, but if it's anything like they put out the first time, it's not really worth it. But I have seen some really good builds over on Bricktopia. Sorry, Rebrickable. And I was considering doing a couple of those builds to see what the main difference would be, because this is like all freehand, following the instructions, and of course being limited to gray wood and not actual black wood. So this does require a remake. Anyway, let's go see Tiadama, and I hope they are forward focused stuff. Or did you mean the Ford Focus stuff where it crumples like paper? Thank you, nostalgia. I appreciate that. All right, there's the. This was a whole collaboration. We had the pirate stuff coming out at the same time, so it was actually interesting to see what they brought out, and all the yellow pieces and everything they brought out after the fact was quite an eye opener. But it did give us a lot of new pieces that we could add to the build. Here's the fort. There, like magic, it appears. We even have Jack, not Jack Skellington. There we go. The prison where we shot him out from. We shot the whole thing with cannonballs, by the way. That was fun. And of course, this is where he was going to get hanged. Full fort. Jack Sparrow, thank you. Completely blanked my mind. Okay, well, I hope so. I mean, like, complexity is one thing that's tearing it apart. But it seems to have stopped. This was just one of our a fun side build we had there. This is Pirate Rock. So we have a prison, and we have the executed prisoners, or some that were left to rot in the cages. Yar. That's not skeleton. That's no skeleton there. No skeleton there either. I could have sworn I put skeletons in. Ah, there it is. There you go. Prisoners left to rot, hanging off of Pirate Rock. Yar. This is one of the boats that we use, by the way. And here's the prison. So we got all the cells on each side, all fully kitted out. And this is ready for action, I think. Just turn off flying, and you can get people to do the quests to get up to Pirate Rock, cross Pirate Rock, come and collect their booty. I just did a lot of it, nostalgia, just a lot of it. A lot of practice. And of course, working with some really talented people. Oh, you're quite welcome. I love those hanging cells. The Countach. Oh, perfect. I love it. Okay, so this is Tia Dama's house, and we actually were just trying to get the green of this before they even gave us green. So that was a bit of an adventure, trying to mix yellow and blue together. But this is what I was talking about before, where it's not one style of house. It's got like shack housing and everything. Like the proper shack is not like all shack. It's a mix of pieces from all over the place. So we were each building in a different style and trying to do repairs. So it looks shabby when it all comes down to it. Just like the witch's hut. And then, of course, it gets all spooky and magical. Now, we're supposed to have a ton of candles in here, but the big problem is that as soon as you put candles in, you lose the light because candles only glow yellow. So we chose to go with the light rather than keep it nice and spooky rather than being accurate with all the candles. Pity you can't turn the candles out. Yeah, anyway, okay, so that is pretty much it for the tour. There's only a couple more boats left. There was a bigger boat. Where did it go? It was a merchant vessel we had. Oh yeah, long as they keep putting out new parts and keep allowing us to build. You know, instead of like nerfing certain things, then I will be building. I mean, there's lots of stuff to build, lots of stuff to do. Like I'm the big advocate of making your own adventure, and we can do so much. We don't have to wait for Lego to make an adventure for us. Like this, the entire pirate quest here is actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's the merchant vessel. There she blows off to starboard. This was another boat. We tried a different bit of steering, and we've lost the sails. What happened? Ah, the sheets have been blown away. Oh wow, bed outside. All right, this one was the second one, and steers a little differently. Yep, there we go. So it steers to the left by pushing backward. See? And same thing for the other direction. It pushes the other way. Quite cool. Excellent, Chris Carnage. Good to hear it. I like this one because it actually moves faster than the Pearl. But it is lighter. We follow the same principles in building. So you can get a good look at this one in motion. This was a really good build. I enjoyed this one. More like a galleon. Okay, so yeah, there we go. That's it for a little bit of boating action. I hope you guys have had a really good 4th of July. You know, get to enjoy your fireworks or whatever else you have going on. I am the Mad Puck 66. I usually stream every day from 8:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. You know, just doing a little bit of an extra. Oh, there's a cannon. The cannon go boom. A little extra stream today, mainly because I want to get a little further action on the. Oh, there we go. On the yacht. It's not working. Why isn't it working? Oh, there it is. Uh-oh. It's gonna go boom. Okay, we got some serious lag, so I better not shoot anything. Alright, enough of that. This is what happens when you put a cannon on the big boat. Sorry, on a little boat. Big cannon, little boat. This is Port Royal. We may get some adventures going again. You know, set up a quest. Let's see how we can get you know, make our own adventure. I'd like to see this going again. So even some pirate boat races. We'll talk to Craftopia and see if we can set something up because we do have the summer events coming up. All right. With the rest of you guys, thank you so much for coming and joining. For anybody new, please leave a like, follow, subscribe. If you are not new, however, well, thank you for coming and hanging out. Chris Carnage, great to see you today. And Kitty, thank you as always for being a brilliant moderator. And Nostalgia, thanks for joining in. Real PP Mox, good to see you here. Hope you come on back. I do stream every day, and you can always watch the streams, the VODs later if you can't make the stream on YouTube. it doesn't matter when you watch. When you watch, and you can actually interact, but you can come back and you can learn some new stuff, or just see how some of the builds are made. See what we put inside the sausage. Oh, one last thing before we go anywhere. This particular building here is one of my favorites because this is we're frozen. Okay, hope this stops. But this is a replica. Can't see it anymore. Whoa. I don't know if we're going to be able to play in here, so we'll have to check things out. But this is a replica of the clock tower at Disney World, over by the pirate exhibition. Mr. Black did build this one specifically because it was one of those replicas, and he did a really good job with it. So there's your clock tower to say good evening. So from me and from Mr. Black, when we can get him back, thank you for coming and joining us. We'll try to get the rest of that boat done, but I will see the rest of you guys later. Have a great evening and a great 4th of July.
She said, my love is like a flower, I'm trying to get you over. You like love sour, then you should come try my boy.